Hey team, and welcome to our Pilates Ring Workout today. So we're going to start off by laying down on our backs, knees are bent, and then we're going to put the ring between our knees. We're now going to do a series, so we're going to do a glute bridge, and we're going to do one squeeze, and then rolling back down. On our next one, we go up and 2 squeezes, so we're building all the way up on our last one to finish at 10 squeezes. So like our normal glute bridge, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, staying up there as high as we can, so hips up to the ceiling, and then rolling back down. So while we're up there squeezing, making sure that we're still breathing, so try not to hold our breath, and then rolling back down. This is our 9th one, so 9 squeezes, we're nearly there. And last one, roll up and 10 squeezes. And rolling down. Alright, so now we're going to do adductor squeezes, so 30 little pulses and then a 10-second hold at the end. So while we're doing this, as we're pulsing, trying to just use our inner thigh muscles and not so much our glute muscles. So just little squeezes, and then when we're holding in now for 10 seconds, this is where we're going to hold it in as hard as we can, squeezing, trying to keep it there the whole time in that same spot. Breathing and relax. All right, let's go again, another 30 squeezes. So engaging through our lower core, gentle breathing. And holding in for 10 seconds. Holding in, trying to keep that same spot as hard as you can. Really feeling it through the inner thighs, they're doing all the hard work. And relax there. Alright, so you can make it more difficult like I am by going up into tabletop. Otherwise you can stay down. So 30 reps again, little pulses. So lifting our legs up into tabletop requires more core control and core engagement. So if you feel it through your back at all, just put your feet back down and keep working through that stage 1. And squeezing in for our last 10 seconds. Nice gentle breathing. And relax there. Good job. Stretch out those inner thighs if you need to. Our next one, we're going to put our ring between our ankles, so just above the ankles. And we're going starting from tabletop, extending out and squeezing the ring. If this is too hard, we can just stay in tabletop and just squeeze there. Otherwise, we're going to extend out, squeeze our legs. So squeeze your quads, extend. Think nice long legs, and then we're going to squeeze the ring, then come back in. We're doing 10 of these. Alright. Relax if you need to, feet on the ground. We're going to extend from there. So we're going to go extend, twist, squeeze, twist to the other side, and squeeze back to center. So we lengthen out, twist your legs each way, and squeezing each side as well. So engaging through our lower core. Nice gentle breathing, so use your hands for support on the ground if you need to. Nice work, guys. Alright, our next one, we're going to have it back in between our ankles. The legs are going out long and we're just chest lifting. So we're keeping a nice little squeeze on the ring the whole time. Keeping our legs as straight as possible and chest lifting. So we're going to do 12 of these. And resting. Good job. Have a breather. Your inner thighs will be on fire, same as your abs. Alright, we're now going to come up onto our knees. You can sit any way you like. So we're going to start with our bent arm squeezes. So 20 of these. Don't wrap your fingers around, so just palms on. That just helps to keep a nice upright posture so we don't round through the shoulders. And then holding in for 5 seconds. Same as the inner thigh ones, as hard as you can in that same spot. Relax now. Another round of 20. So nice little pulses there. And then holding in for 5 seconds. And relaxing. Roll your shoulders if you need to. Our next ones are going to be straight arms, so out in front. Same thing, palms only, holding onto the ring and squeezing. These ones are a little bit harder. So if you're finding these a little bit too difficult, just stay with our bent arm squeezes and holding for 5. And relaxing there. Have a break if you need to. And then we're going to go into our second round of our straight arm squeezes. So 20 pulses. Engaging through our shoulders. And then holding for 5. This is our last one of these. And relax. Great work. Our next one, we're going to be high kneeling. You can stand up for this one if you like. And we're just going to have one hand on and then the other half is on the hip. And we're just going to pulse from there. So same as before, 20 pulses. And then we're going to hold in for 5 seconds. So engaging through our core, nice upright posture. And then squeezing for 5, holding it as much as you can. And relax. You can alternate sides, or if you want a bit more of a challenge, just stay on the same side. So pulsing in and out. Trying to keep the arms straight as you pulse in and out. So you want that other side of the ring just below the hip, onto your leg nearly. Then we're holding in for 5. Alright, so we'll change sides now. Let's go 20 pulses. So try not to hold our breath. Gentle breathing while we do this. And holding in for 5. Alright, have a break if you need to. And then we're going to go into our second round. So 20 pulses. So you want to engage your shoulders. So think about pulling them down your back. So you feel those lat muscles switch on as well. And hold in for 5. And relax there. Good job. We're now going to put our ring between our sternum, so on our sternum, so between our chest. And we're going to do some assisted push-ups. So we're going to start with some on our knees. Hips go down. And you go to a range that suits you. So we're going to do 8 reps. So you can go all the way down if you can. Otherwise, just a little bend and it assists you on the way back up. So really engaging through our lower core, everything switched on, working hard and breathing as well. So have a break in between each one if you need to. You might need to readjust your Pilates rings. So we're going to lean forward slightly. Hips go down. Elbows are going out on a 45-degree angle, so we don't want them in line with the shoulders, but we don't want them tucked in right next to our body. So that happy medium in between. Alright, so we're going to do another 2 rounds. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you go on your toes. If that's too hard, you can just stay on your knees and then slowly progress to that. So on your toes, exact same thing. So now it's just a little bit harder, but that Pilates rings will actually give you quite a lot of assistance, and you can choose how low you go down. Having a little break there. Roll your shoulders out if you need to. Have a break. And then we're going to go into our last round of this. So Pilates ring on your sternum. So that's the middle of your chest. Everything is engaged. Slowly lower down and then strong press away, squeezing all our leg muscles, our glutes, engaging through our core muscles, and relax there. Good job. We're now going to lay on our backs again, and we're going to have the ring with our same leg and same arm, and they're going to have a squeeze on the ring. So they're pressing on the ring. That leg will be in tabletop, and the other leg and arm are going to extend, pull back in. So arms going over our head, leg is extending out. So with the leg, the lower that it goes, the more difficult it is. So you can choose your difficulty for this one. We're going to do 10 of those. So trying to keep that squeeze on the ring the whole time, especially as we extend out and pulling back in. All right, so we're going to do the other side now. So leg in tabletop, squeezing the whole time, and then extend our legs in and out. Extend our leg and arm in and out. Focusing on our breathing here, engaging through our lower core. And relax there. Our next one, we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg, and then extend out with the other ones. So keeping a squeeze on the ring as best you can the whole time. in and out, nice and slow. And relaxing there. Have a break if you need to, otherwise we're going to go straight into our other side to even it up. So opposite arm, opposite leg with the ring, and then the other ones are extending in and out. Nearly there. And relax. Awesome work. Alright, have a little break if you need to. Now we're just going to put one foot into our ring. Hands are holding on. If that's tight through the hamstrings, you can keep your knee bent or the other leg for the other leg. Otherwise you're going to lengthen it out. And we're going to point and flex through that top ankle. This is called neural flossing or nerve flossing. So that sciatic nerve that runs from the back all the way down to our foot. So we're doing 20 of those, trying to keep the leg as straight as possible. You can hold on with one hand, doesn't matter which, if your hamstring is super tight or your back is. Now we're going to move that leg out to the side now, and going to do 5 nice gentle deep breaths to really stretch out through the adductors now, so they're our inner thigh muscles. With each breath you want to think about relaxing into the stretch even more, just nice and slow. And now we're going to move it across our body. But we're keeping our hip bone down, so you don't want to roll over with it. And it could feel quite tight here. So just go to a point where it's a bit of a stretch, but it's not too painful. And same again, 5 gentle and deep breaths. Trying to relax through the muscles each time you breathe out. And we're going to change the legs. So just working within a range that suits you. So as your toes come down towards you, that's going to be the more painful part if you do have tight hamstrings, calves, back muscles. So just go nice and slow the first time you try it, and just see what works for you. You can always bend that other leg as well. Alright, now we're going to pull it out to the side. 5 gentle deep breaths. So thinking about relaxing into it, each breath out. And then we're slowly going to bring it back to center and go to the other side. So really trying to think about pressing that hip bone down, so you don't want to roll away with it. And same again, 5 gentle deep breaths. If the Pilates ring is too much, you can always use a towel. That gives you a little bit more range, so your arms aren't doing too much work. And we are all done. Awesome work, team. See you later.